Hello fellow friends to a new P.C.A. installment, covering all the bizarre life forms on this blue planet of ours. Today we'll be taking a look at the largest flying creature that paleontologists have discovered, that being Quetzalcoatlus. First, some history. The first fossils of the Quetzalcoatlus were found in the Masrecian Javelina Formation in Texas, dated to be around 68 million years ago. This fossil was discovered by Douglas A. Lawson, a geology student. Lawson later, between 1972 and 1974, discovered fragmentary skeletons of a much smaller kind, as Darkid. After publishing his findings in the famous magazine of science, he moved on to name the genus Quatzelcoatalus Northrupi, after the Aztec god of Quetzalcoatl, and the specific name honors John Quatzelcoatalus Northrupi, the founder of the Northrup institution, who drove the development front for the aircraft design resembling the Quetzalcoatlus. When the first fossils were discovered of the creature, the paleontologists estimated that the largest fossils of Quetzalcoatlus had a wingspan of somewhere between 11 meters to as much as 21 meters. As more studies and research was spent on studying the Azdarchids, these estimates lowered to what we suppose the wingspan of Quetzalcoatlus is today, being 11 to 10 meters. Besides the wingspan, the height of the Quetzalcoatlus when standing in a bipedal stance was about 3 meters or higher. Despite their tremendous size, they were pretty light, with modern estimates putting them around 250 and 200 kilograms. Concerning the skull, Azdarchids and Quetzalcoatlus in specific has a very pointed and very sharp beak, and also very elongated skull. As far as lifestyle goes, Quetzalcoatlus has its fair share of theories on how it feeds and lives, but the most widely accepted theory is that it was a terrestrial stalker, that of modern storks, where it would hunt down any small terrestrial vertebrate or any small creatures in the streams. Though the interesting thing about Quetzalcoatl was that it was able to walk on all fours, like that of modern ungulate mammals. But the most widely and most controversial question about the Quetzalcoatlus was the question, could such a big creature actually fly? Well, the first tests were done by Paul McReady in 1984, which used a practical aerodynamic test to see if Quetzalcoatlus could fly. The studies concluded that yes, a creature of that size could fly, but the big problem with these tests were that the mass estimation with Paul was 80 kilograms, while today the weight is around 200 kilograms. After, in 2010, Henderson argued that Quetzalcoatlus was flightless, mainly due to the fact that the mass estimates have grown so much for the creature. But after, in 2010, Mark Whitten investigated the hypothesis put by Henderson, and after factoring the wingspan, weight, and aerodynamics, he concluded that Quetzalcoatlus was indeed able to fly, but not just for a little time, but for around 7 to 10 days, and it could have passed up to 13,000 to 19,000 kilometers before needing to stop and rest. That is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.